one of the more like very meticulous and diligent ways to study the markets, like I say, to literally put your pure eyeball, touch your eyeball to the data. All right, let the data jump into your actual vision. Don't put your mind like don't put your attention where your mind is at. Because that like the screen in front of you and the screen of your mind are two different places. And when you think about your trades, you're on a different screen than the actual trade is on. All right. Let me see. Going. So yeah, when you put your eye to the screen, a really good thing to do is go to the 1 minute chart and just watch how the candle gets from its opening price to its closing price. And what I want you guys to really look at is the process. There is a process. I want to build a process-oriented thinking around trading. There is a process to trading. There's a process to good, smart trading. There's a process to it. A process has a start, a process has a finish. There's a beginning and there's an end and there's content in between. And that whole process, it's like alive and dynamic and unfolding and ticking. And see, watch here. Boom. Right on time. That that candle just clicked open. Look how the market moves. It moved up to form that wick and then dropped down. So now that this candle first was up really quick, and then just whenever it got past, when it got below that open price, it became a down candle. And now the candle is kind of like working off of the low, and the way that it snapped back created a wick, and it ran back to the body and then slightly pushed above there, um, elongating that little upper wick a little bit. And then when it again passed through the open price, it became a down candle, and vice versa. It just keeps doing that. And yeah, it seems like I just talked through. I'm just like literally commentating on what the candle is doing. But I'm telling you, if you just watch minute by minute and watch this candle action, watch two, one, next. Like just understanding that this process, this procedure, how a candle ticks, is very much a valuable experience to possess. So what you do is you'll be able to translate that experience that you're getting for those 60 seconds from start to finish and that activity. And what you'll just do is translate that over to a daily candle, a weekly candle, a monthly candle, a quarter candle, a 6 month candle, a 12 month candle, a hour candle, a 4 hour candle. It's all the same thing. All right, so just watch here now without me talking. See, so in 3 seconds, this candle's going to close and the next one's going to start. There goes the start. And now we're above this candle's high. We're going to see an activity here. So far, we're seeing a reaction, but the candle's still alive. Right now, it's coming back in the body, the previous minute's body. It already poked its head above the previous high.
Can I ask you a question here?
Yeah,
Would you consider this a shift already, or do you need more data to close above this? Oops.
I have no idea. I haven't really analyzed this from the top perspective yet.
I'm talking about this right here. Like you have a low, you have to
I
take.
know what you're talking about, but
Mhm.
like that picture that you're looking for, yeah, it's there, but I don't know if this is gonna go up because I haven't done an analysis. Euro is bullish, but I'm on the 1 minute chart. I just kind of jumped down here. Let me see. I'll let you know if it's a shift. Okay, so this is the 1 hour chart, and this is the 1 hour open. So far where the hour is at is a really good place and how much time is left. You see how there's 48 minutes left and we're below the open?
Yep.
And we've already pretty much filled in the previous body. So if time is still gonna allow the market to expand higher, this would be a great place to buy. Because in here a shift is happening on the 1 minute. This area. See?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for like an hour, and so far for the hourly price run, this is good. And so now, as after looking at the hourly, you know, we can look at these targets, hourly targets instead of 1 minute targets. See right up here. So just like I kind of did on the 1 minute, we're doing it right here on the 1 hour. There's 47 minutes left. Price is still below the open price on that hour, and here's the target, the previous hour's high. So far the like as a hourly price run, the market is running after that high. And we can see that on that down candle we observed, right after it closed, it had a reaction. So when Nick said, would this be a shift? And then I finally went up to the 1 hour, looked at the positioning where it's at. Yes, that is a shift, like for a 1 hour price run. And you can see the shift is off of a low. And that's actually one of the things we're going to talk about this week is the shift. Maybe some of you are saying, what's a shift? That's something we'll get into this week, but you guys do know what's below this low, yeah?
Sell stops.
Sell stops. And what's happening right here?
They're getting filled.
Yeah, being purchased.
Yep, they're getting pick up. And then what's happening here?
It's running to its next objective.
Yeah.
Well, if it bought, right? So it has to dump it out. Where's it going to do that?
Hopefully above that 1 hour high.
Above buy stops.
On top of buy stops. It's above the high, but on top of buy stops. Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah, that's that. But the main gist of what I was trying to get you guys to do is to watch the candle tick. Watch its lifespan. So like, let's see, this candle, being that it just took this candle's low, should close above its high. There it goes already. So this candle's entire like high to low range was taken out by this one candle that has 10 seconds left. Okay, here's the next candle's open price. Right now, this thing is, it just took out a low. What this candle could do now is do a continuation. So it'll come inside the body and then outside. There we go. See how it came below the open a little bit? That low got printed somewhere within the body of the previous candle and then ran for the previous high. This candle will close in 20 seconds. So far right there, that's the hourly target. It's already been hit. This was the hourly open price right here. And now we're a bullish hour candle as of this point right here. Next candle open. We can come back inside the body in here. Here's the candles open. I'm looking for somewhere up here. Check this out. Remember, I want you to think of the process. Candle is born, the candle moves, and the candle stops moving. The candle prints. So the candle's born, the candle moves, the candle prints. The candle's born, the candle moves, and the candle prints. I'm gonna still use the same body, still relevant, same open price. So see, this one came in, came out so far, and still wants to jump out at this high. We'll see if it comes below this previous low right here to go up. It looks pretty energetic, so let's see what happens. 30 seconds. So what's cool is that in this environment, or right after the market made a big move, the market's now kind of slowing down in its activity. So it like reached a certain point that it's able to do something. That's why it's kind of slow in this area. Five seconds. Watch it tick. Still using the same body. Same open, still relevant. Same target, still relevant. There it goes right there, done. So you see this first candle moved in, this candle marked time, and then this one made the run, took it out. All right, so I'm gonna leave the floor with you guys. What do you guys think what am I thrusting here? What am I trying to get you to look at?
Objectivity.
Okay, how am I trying to get you to look at that?
The candle print.
What's that?
Candle creation process.
Okay, candle printing process. And what are you guys seeing in the candle printing process?
It
Birth,
opens.
movement, and closure.
Say again, Mike.
Birth, movement, and closure.
Birth, movement, and closure. I like that. This right here. Oh, you guys could stay on the 1 minute chart and just kind of watch how this chart prints itself. But what you're trying to do is understand candle printing process. You're trying to watch the timer open a candle, print a candle. You're trying to watch the candle tick, what it's going after, things it's aiming at around it, immediate targets, and you can just like really zone into the candle printing process just by doing this. You're just following price around. Open. Supporters here and here. Right now, price is above a hourly high. So we can see if a down candle will print somewhere up here now that we're up here. So there goes the high got took right there. So this candle is now trying to establish a new range. It has to close to do that. So far, that's the current range. but the candle's still active for 40 more seconds. And we'll know its true high to low range.
Hey, I got a question. So, if you replay TradingView, it doesn't tick second by second like this. Do you know of any softwares or platforms that do offer replays
Yes.
like that?
Yes, give me a second, let me see.
Pocket would be the pocket thing.
I've heard of one called Soft Forex, but
Nah, that's lame.
yeah,
Nah,
dude, it was whack.
I got you, dude. Check this out. Oh, I stopped sharing. Hold on. Here we go. Watch this. This is the daily candle.
Oh, is this the script?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's ticking. Let me do 4 hours. Let me do 1 hour since we were building the hourly. So this is the 1 hour candlestick chart. Let me make it obviously visible too. Wicks in there. Yeah, there we go. So this is the hour candlestick chart. So you're seeing a tick like that, but I can actually show you the 1 minute data that's building it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I will show you this one, but for the recording sake, I already got to move away from here because
Okay.
I didn't cover my bases yet on that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Remember, the thrust of this video, guys, is to watch the candle printing process, the birth, the movement, and the closure. Somebody different, give me their feedback about the birth, movement, and the closure of a candle. What are you guys noticing?
I noticed that there was many.
I noticed that large down candle took out the high, the body, and the low of that up candle. Like it completely ate that candle up.
Yeah, like that, the previous one, and then the last one, and then the last one before that. So it's like in one candle, it took out the top part,
Hmm.
and then the bottoms of all these candles. It just wiped them out.
And I also see like that big down candle. There's the high to low range, and the candles are just playing in. This white the up candle went in past the half point, right?
What, in the body?
The total high to low range of this candle, and the 50 it went past the 50.
Oh, okay, yeah. So what, are you thinking more downside? But remember, the market's moving up right now.
Okay.
Look at the higher time frame. This is the hour chart. Just
Gotcha.
high. It's ticking higher right now. At the area that it's in right now, it's above the previous hourly high. So that's what you really do got that going. See?
Right there.
So yeah, being stretched out, this is the total low to high range that we're potentially looking at. So now the market could come back into it.
Could it all just be a part of a bigger range? Like maybe
Oh
the
yeah.
1 hour or something?
Oh yeah. Yeah. This right here, this is the hourly candle right here. See it? This is the minute by minute outlook on like the 1 hour for this what time is it? 8 o'clock candle. Thank you. See, right, literally right there, this candle, this down candle starts that whole hour process. So if I did the frame, this is the start of the hour time frame right here, and this is the end. So like right now we are about
30 minutes in, halfway in.
we're just about 50% through the hour, and you could just look at the clock. It's 8:27. That makes sense. So right at the middle should be 8:30, and that's what it is. You see? Simple math.
Mhm.
So we're still on the front side of the hour, and we're watching the front side of the hour's trading activity on the 1 minute chart. That's what's going on here. See?
If
So
you look
right,
at the, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead, you're good.
I was gonna say, like, if you look at the previous hour's candle, you can see that within the range, it also went below a low, and that would have been a prime entry.
Oh yeah. That's where it's doing the sell stop pickup right down there. And that happens to be where that next hour's wick formed the low.
Exactly. That's crazy.
And you can see it clear as day right there. See? So if you're trying to buy this down candle, imagine this. If you bought here, it's the same as buying, see if we hit it like this. It's the same as your entry going right there on the wick on that hour, like that. That's how it looks like your entry would be on the wick of that. But you're getting in below the open, under a low, and you're buying the down candle, and that's what puts your position down there like that. It's the HPE.
Mhm.
The HPE forces your position into the best places, because that's what HPEs are. They're literally the best. I show you guys literally the best spots to get into the market. Right. So last candle to study. I want you guys to just spend some time studying a candle ticking. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. That's a type of experience I cannot even give you. I mean, I can create it here, kind of simulate it, but there's only so much I can do. It's really better if you do it on your own, this type of activity.
And then, do you want us to see where it goes, or you just want to see how it ticks, like how it moves, like how it opens,
That's
which
all you gotta
direction it
do.
goes?
Just watch, just put the highs and lows where they are. You could put open prices and just watch. That's all you just put what's already there. See, I just
Hmm.
put the nearest highs and lows. That's all I
Got it.
did. And then now I'm just watching the process unfold. That so far I just saw this market open here,
Mhm.
went in the body, and then ran for those lows, all of these, and then some. With energy. Now, with energy like this, it's because of where it's at. Remember where it's at?
It's above a previous candle high.
It's above a high, and right now in the range that it just built, it's expensive. See, and now it's running to the cheaper side of the price range it just created.
Mhm.
So we're watching how much this is stretching. See, this down movement, you have to think of it as the down candles are looking for these lows. They're trying to take these lows out. That's what down candles do. They take out lows. Down candles are also seeking to create an up candle. That's the mission of a down candle. They'll keep printing a down candle until it prints an up candle. So think of it that way. The down candle is looking to print an up candle, and they also seek to take lows. Vice versa for up candles. Up candles, you see they take out highs.
Mhm.
It's just different than these. These seek to take out lows. These continue to move up until they print a down candle. See, so up candle's goal is to print a down candle. Down candle's goals is to print an up candle. Ooh,
Bless you.
excuse me.
Mind blown right now.
Why?
Watching the highs and lows being taken out in the like by looking at the wicks by open and close.
It's just, and it just does it all the time. Like this is what's happening all the time. So you can, I'm trying to put your eyes to something you can depend on. The more you watch these things tick, the more you understand how it works, and the more how simple you see what it's doing. All it does is run after these highs and lows, and it's a slave to its own design. Like it's going to close in 30 seconds, and the next one's going to appear, and it's targeting something.
Sorry, I didn't get him. What did he notice? He said he noticed something. He said he noticed that it's going after highs and lows.
Yeah, Chris, what do you notice?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
My bad. No, I'm looking. This 1 minute, right, Edgar? To what time frame are we on?
Yep, this is a 1 minute chart.
So Edgar, I was looking at the two bullish candles, and then how before they all went black.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wicks, and then you can see within like the wicks, the highs and the lows, being taken out on the smaller.
Oh
time.
yeah. Yep.
That's
You-
how I'm still learning, but it just in my head, that's what I just imagine. I
Yeah,
can see
you
like the being taken out.
Yep. All of this, it's like a fractal. It's just doing it over and over again. See
Edgar,
this,
it's funny.
this whole thing right here?
Yeah, it's a high.
And like how it does, hold on, this thing right here. And drops. That's the same thing that's going on all of these. You see how they get above the high and they drop?
Mhm.
It's the same concept. It's a fractal. This is a big one, and these are the little ones. What were you gonna say, Naj?
I was gonna kind of like echo what you were saying, that you can literally see inside to outside taking place from candle to candle.
Yeah, I gotta teach that concept. Still. Has any of you spent time watching candles tick like this before?
Yeah, when I had no money to trade, that's pretty much what you gotta do.
This is one of the best things to do, man. Just watch it. But don't try to make it go somewhere. Don't try to figure out where it's gonna go. You just reference these points that are already there, and all you're trying to do is watch. And just trust that you're actually learning. You're allowing your brain to receive information as to how something operates. It's kind of like when Mr. Miyagi was teaching Daniel-san how to do karate, man. He had this dude do chores. He was having him go through the motions. His body was learning how to do these types of moves and defenses, but it was through the programming of like washing a car, like waxing a car. So then when Mr. Miyagi checked them, dude had access to these movements, and he's like, he didn't even realize that he was learning this stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do to you guys. I'm trying to say, hey, if you sit here and just mark off highs and lows and watch it print, it's like wax on and wax off. And you're like Daniel-san, and I'm like Mr. Miyagi, and we're about to win the championship. Yeah.
The tournament.
Yeah, the tournament, man. We're gonna be kicking some faces out here. So just watch. Let it teach you. There's a process. There's a beginning and there's an end, and there's the content in between. And you're just trying to figure out the middle parts, like highs and lows. What did they go after? What do they seek after? How do they tick? How do they play out? What is it going into? What is it coming out of? How does it respond? What time is it? Is this the halfway mark? Is this the full mark of the hour? Is this the hourly time frame? Like, there's just so many things you can check. How much candle time is left on this candle? How much candle time is left on my time frame? 23 minutes. You see, like, it's just, oh man, I don't know. There's so many ways to eat this thing alive. You just break it open and start analyzing its raw data. It's raw. This is its raw movement right here. See, we just got back under the hours open price, so we're experiencing some down movement. You can see that that high was put there above the previous one. And then what it caused was a reaction. The market ran back towards the open and passed it. And now you're seeing a down box. And this is
Literally like what we just seen, which is bigger.
what's that?
I said like literally what we just seen, but bigger.
Yeah, yep. Exactly. Like just an hour by hour basis. It went above the high in the extreme environment and had a reaction. And that's what happens even on candle by candle basis or just in like group candle settings. Like it happened at the top there. Got right above the high and dropped.
Edgar, would you say it's more advantageous to look at the smaller time charts for the candles development, or could you do theoretically the same thing with the larger time charts candle?
What do you mean? Do what?
So we're looking at the 1 minute and we're
Yep.
watching the birth, the movement, and the closure. If I'm looking at
what? Of each minute or the hour? What do you mean?
Of the minute, I should say, of each minute candle, we're looking
Okay.
at the birth, the movement, and the closure.
Yep.
So if I were to go to, as an example, the 1 hour and do the same thing, just allow that 1 hour's candle to birth itself, move itself, and then close itself.
Yeah.
Would it be, in terms of the learning piece, would it be more, I don't want to even say more advantageous, but can you really make sense of it with a little bit more clarity if it moves faster as opposed to slower?
Well, you just develop the sense of a different rhythm, but you see what it's doing. In
Mhm.
either instance, if you see it ticking slow or fast, it ticks the same way, it operates the same way, but it closes faster.
Right.
That's all it is. The same movements you're seeing each minute, it's the same thing that's happening every hour, every 5
Mhm.
minutes, every 4 hour, every day, every week, every month. So by watching a certain candle tick, you're watching it as fast as it prints. That's pretty
Mhm.
much that's all you're limited to. So that's why I put you on the 1 minute. Because realistically, like while we're in class, that was going to be something I could just keep showing you. I showed you many examples of candles just starting, ending, and like, finding itself out in between.
Mhm.
So like, I'm just trying to pass on the gem of look at the printing process and then apply that to all the other candles and their own timings, and that they require, like 24 hours, 1 hour, 4 hour. These just require 1 minute. But it's the same process.
Right.
All right.
Right. It's been stuck in that same area for like 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, and that allows you to just simply read because of the raw data bits. You guys understand, like from this low to this high, you can see that the market really hasn't been moving all that much for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the last 5 minutes. So that's information, and you can be like, I wonder what that area looks like on a 5-minute chart. Probably like a little doji. Yep, there it is. See? I can't make that up. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't that a 5-minute candle?
Yep.
Okay, so that's why I went to the 5-minute. And isn't this compressed activity down here?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's why I expected a compressed candle. And that's what's there.
Now, the previous wick in the area was stuck in. Just
1
tell
minute
them-
warning.
Yep. And then it's like takeoff kind of right here. I've seen what happened the last couple minutes in that area. The high was just made.
Up here, right? Wait, what are you talking about? This one?
Right in the area. Yep, it just broke
Okay, yeah.
that candle.
So yeah, you're doing a minute by minute analysis. Be
Yeah.
aware of that, guys. So there's two perspectives you can have right now. You can look at the minute by minute operations, or you can look at how this overall hour is developing. So see, you can have two perspectives. You could zoom into the minute by minute candle action, or kind of zoom back out and just focus on how the whole entire hour as a whole is developing. If I connect the open to close here, it'll just be the hour candlestick.